Good morning, everybody. So, I remember saying that there was going to be a surprise at some point, and they didn't tell me what the surprise was, but we're at the Warner Brothers studio tour. Oh my god, this is so cool. I'm like dying on the inside. You have no clue. I'm dying on the inside. Our tour starts relatively soon. Now, of course, in true Alyssa fashion, I got caffeine behind me. And this is all just so cool. I mean, hold on. I'm going to give you to Nicolette. She can show you some things while I get myself situated.
So we have some of their hit movies. Some of their hit movies, and
you can see over there they have a wall of stuff that's won Best Picture at the Oscars.
One Best Picture, and even just like pictures from in people's Instagrams.
Well, yeah, because you can tag it and. Oh my god!
They have an Espanol day card.
And then we have.
That's us.
But we're not Espanol.
Oh yeah, no.
And then we have the Warner Brothers studio picture of the entire lot. Zooming in, see all the little locations.
Oh my god, Harry Potter stuff. You can go see Harry Potter stuff. Are you still zoomed or are you unzooming?
I'm unzooming.
Okay. Oh my god.
Harry Potter.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna die today. I'm gonna die.
I'll make sure you won't.
Okay, fine.
I'll make sure you won't. I'll catch you if you faint and tell you that you can take a bunch of photos.
Okay, great.
We asked you what you guys watch as far as what kinds of movies and television. Let's know what to show you, what not to show you. So on this group, any fans of a show called Friends?
Yes.
Yes. Friends. What about the Ellen DeGeneres show?
Yes.
Very cool. Anybody watch the movie La La Land?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Any fans like Jersey Boys and Annie and the Music Band, things like that?
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
Any fans of the Harry Potter movies?
Yes.
Big fans of that. What about superhero films like Wonder Woman? And
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Anything I haven't mentioned you guys are fans of?
Shameless?
Shameless and Looney Tunes, I heard. Anyone watch Gilmore Girls?
Yes.
No, I've never seen Gilmore Girls.
California scene. The nickname for this backlot is Anytown USA, like I said. If they want to turn this into New York or Chicago or anywhere that it snows, they cover the whole town with some fake snow, and they strip these leaves off and put them in our jungle set. And if another show or movie wants California back, even the following day, they vacuum up the fake snow, and that Greens Department I mentioned will come inside here with zip ties and plastic leaves. There's zip tied plastic leaves back on these trees. So all these trees that have zip tied and plastic leaves have real leaves. Any Shameless fans in this group? Yeah. The rainbow windows there, that is the front door of the Alibi Bar for Shameless. It's actually 3 spots in the back lot, that's just the front door. The inside is the sound stage, and the back alley is where the Spider-Man kiss happened. Also the Conan O'Brien show that played a bar as well. That's where Conan went inside the biker guy to Sons of Anarchy, and the bartender kind of tossed him right out of the windows. So for a scene like that, we usually replace the glass with a crystallized sugar glass. That way we won't scratch the actors when it's tossed through. And there is one more media station over here as well. You guys have these golf carts. You can check out some clips that were shot over here. And these triangular platforms are not normally here. I just noticed that. Those are called greens wagons or green walls. That is the facade from the Fuller House show. In the original Full House, they actually went to San Francisco and filmed a real home. That was one of the ladies' houses. But this show does take place in San Francisco, which is why that driveway is super, super steep. A lot of these homes over in the real San Francisco sit on some steep hills. This is one of our sitcoms, just like Friends was, and also Big Bang Theory. If you guys want to go to a taping of a live sitcom, those tickets are always free. You want to go to tvtickets.com, the free tickets to that show. So like I said, this is the facade from that show, so nothing on the back of the home. But the building behind over here is our classic film vault. All the original footage for The Wizard of Oz and Casablanca. It's all stored right back there in case you want to do a special anniversary release.
That's amazing.
And around this corner, this is called French Street. It kind of looks like a European village. I call it Best Picture Road because Argo used it quite a bit. And also the movie La La Land was Best Picture for like 10 seconds, if you guys remember that. Over here on the left-hand side, that was the Sur La La Cafe where Emma Stone's character works in that movie. It was a funny scene where she walks out of the cafe and she points over to this black door and she goes, "Oh my god, it's set from Casablanca." Not true at all, that's the front door of the Big Bang Theory apartments. Had Emma Stone pointed a few doors down, she would have been correct. This one is Cafe Pierre from Casablanca. That was used as a flashback scene for the first year about the war happening. But also in the movie La La Land, Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone enter the cafe together. They walk right by this barn, which is Patty's Ballet Studio from Gilmore Girls. And they sort of bumped into a production that's filming on this lawn. They're told to whisper behind the director's head. Not very realistic to get that close to a director's head, but it was shot right over here. And then for the Gilmore Girl fans as well, the Brown Cafe on the right, that is the Luke Steiner set. They may turn this into a real working Luke Steiner for the tours, which would be pretty cool. And there has been some fun Hollywood geography as well. We just drove through the Midwest and France. Over here, these are Chicago streets. If you guys have been to Chicago, you know about the L train track. This is our version of the L train. Our tracks cannot support a real train though, so if you see one in a movie or show, it's just animated right on top. It looks like these tracks are made out of rusting metal. They are made out of metal, but it's not really actually rusting. Inside our mill where we do all of our set construction, there's a special paint that's called rust. Put that right on wood or metal, it makes it look like it actually is rusting. And also the tracks are being held up by some chicken wire on top of wood with some styrene that looks like cement. It's much cheaper to use that versus real cement. Also very easy to remove the tracks for a nice clean shot of the buildings over here. Behind the train tracks, that big blue building was the hospital for all the episodes of ER. And then for Batman fans, that was City Hall where Danny DeVito went as the Penguin to find out who his parents were.
Yes.
And for the Shameless fans, the left-hand side, that is normally Patsy's Pies in that show. All these movies and shows I'm talking about use these same exact buildings. They just repaint them, reconstruct them, make them look like a new location entirely. And over here across from Chicago, we have New York City. In the 50s, the entire left-hand side of New York here caught on fire. Jack Warner decided before calling 911, let's go ahead and film it for nice stock footage of a city catching on fire. And over here, the MS Hotel was also used in The Big Bang Theory. That was a movie theater where Sheldon goes to see a screening of Raiders of the Lost Ark. He learns that he can't get in, so he feels like if I can't get in, nobody can. He steals those film reels and gets chased out of there by a big mob. And angry
Yes.
Will Wheaton as well. Anyone seen the Jersey Boys movie before? No? This is the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame from the Jersey Boys movie. At one point, Henry Cavill was out here as Superman for a big Carl's Jr. commercial. Right where this gray square is in the middle of the road, he did a big superhero landing that caused a bunch of destruction. In the commercial, there were construction workers on these curbs here. They didn't really mind all the destruction because their Carl's Jr. burgers were so good and so distracting. And there is one real theater in the back one over here. This marquee that says Warner Brothers is where we screen new films for employees. So basically Dunkirk and Wonder Woman and also It. But in the show Gilmore Girls, that was a theater where they go to see a Bangles concert as well. And around this corner of this parking lot, we're making our way to a really cool place for all the Harry Potter fans and superhero fans. This is a two-story building called the Archives. The entire top floor is Harry Potter and Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Batman versus Superman and also Wonder Woman. It's all real props and costumes.
Okay, so as you can see, we are not outside anymore. We went back to Nikki's house to change and go back out again because we are going to go try to find the Hollywood sign, and yeah, it's going to be interesting. Packing light, and I can show you what I got today later on, because believe me, I went a little overboard at the Warner Brothers studio. I went a little, I mean a lot. Let's just say that Ellen DeGeneres is going to be getting a lot of my profits today because I bought an Ellen sweatshirt, 2 pairs of Ellen underwear, and Ellen socks, and I got a text message. Oh, that's just from Nicolette, who's upstairs in her room charging her phone. So yeah, we will be going out on an adventure later on, and it will be interesting.
I had to remind myself what the name of this place was when we drove through. Up close and personal with a cactus.
Cactus. Oh, look, and that's aloe vera, I think, over there. I think over here that's an aloe plant, is it? They look kind of weird like that.
They do.
How the fuck? Yeah, really. Did you not water it enough or something?
I know I did something. I think I didn't put it in the sun.
Oh, okay.
Sun.
Yeah, there you go. Well, you can go over there, yeah. I know, holy shit. Wow.